This is just a quick tutorial to show you how to set up OBS to record Foundry VTT while using the Forge as the host. You do have a couple of options here. You can record just using the one browser session. Now that would be the session that you use as the dungeon master or the games master, depending on which system you're using, of course. But what you have to remember there is that if you've got any secrets set up, any hidden tokens, any secret passages, or the mechanics that go on behind the scene, your viewers are going to get to see all of that. The other option is if you want something a little bit cleaner, a little bit more immersive for your viewers, is to record a second browser session. So what you effectively do is you create a second Forge account and you create a spoof player. In my case, I've called that player I Spy, and that player has observation rights for all the other player tokens. I do this in conjunction with a Foundry module called StreamView, which is very good in my opinion, and it principally does two things for me. Firstly, it provides a very decluttered view, so you only get the combat tracker, you only get the text window, the chat window, and the other thing it does is that when combat starts, it focuses in, it zooms in, and follows the token whose turn it is. So you actually get a far more immersive experience. Before I show you how to set this up properly, I want to explain one of the problems you're going to have if you just, for example, open up another incognito browser window and you decided to record this as a window capture. The way, well, I'm not sure if this is how it should work, but the problem that I was experiencing was that unless I was actually had that second browser window in focus, what was happening was that it wasn't recording the video. So we could hear all the audio fine, but I was on the Dungeon Master screen and nothing was, of course, because the browser wasn't in focus, nothing was happening on the other screen which I was recording, and obviously that's a problem. To get around this, what you need to do is, rather than doing it as a window capture, you do it as a browser. So you click on the plus sign in sources, click on browser, give the browser whatever name you want, and then in the URL, put in your game link. So this should be the address that your spoof account, your second Forge account, uses to capture. To join the game. Input your native width, your native desktop resolution, which in my case is 3440 by 1440, and then just click OK. Don't worry about any of the other settings. So that's how I set up OBS to record. Now, it's worth mentioning that the first time you do this, you may be asked to log in which case what you need to do is you right-click on the window the browser window that you just created within OBS, and you choose to go to interact. From there, you can actually interact with that screen. You can not only can you log in, but then once you've logged in, the browser window starts and you start to see the game canvas. You can close things like simple calendar and anything else which is in the way. And what I'll do now is I'll show you what this looks like, and I'll give you a demonstration of how StreamView, the module, interacts with all this. So I've got a combat started here already. We've already got one player. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in another player. And this, of course, is all being done from the safety of your DM screen. Let's bring in Jalen. And we'll add Jalen to the combat tracker. Let's give Jalen a combat initiative role. You'll see that role come up in the chat. And then we'll skip, this is the thug's turn at the minute, so we'll skip that. And now you'll notice the view has zoomed in on Jalen. So Jalen's going to go downstairs. And you'll notice that the view has followed Jalen. If we end the turn, let's actually just bring Jalen outside as well. Jalen's next to the thug. We'll end the turn. That goes to Bartok, and you'll notice now that the view has zoomed in on Bartok. And this is how, using Stream View, that your players, that your viewers rather, are able to follow exactly what's going on in combat. Hope you all found that helpful. If you have any questions, obviously please leave a comment, and I will do my best to get back to you.